Well, I'm going to talk about the sophomores because I have made my mind up. We're training everything on Tuesday. All the babies, Addie Bear, all the babies and all the sophomores and a couple of aged horses are going to train on Tuesday at Northfield Park. That should be an extraordinarily busy day for us. We're looking at, Addie, we're looking at potentially 65 or 70 horses to train on Tuesday, 67 if my numbers are correct, maybe 8. But, what thing? It's your glasses, you doughhead. Yes, it is. It's not going black. I'm looking at it. Do you see it going black now? I don't think so. I think it's your glasses. Addie, stop doing that. So, let's talk about the sophomores, where they're at, what they're doing, because that's very important. Addie Bear, that's very important right now, because this week, so I'll talk about how fast we're going, how fast, I guess they've been, how fast they're going this week, and how long they are away. There's a number of horses on the same, Addie, there's a number of horses on the same path. Affection is going to go in 2:10 on Tuesday. She's been a mile and a half, 16, 15, 17, 2 or 3 times. Probably, as I said, this is where we usually go 2:8 to 2:12 on the bike, see how they recover, see how they feel, see how strong they are, see how they eat, see how they jog the next day. That's what we're looking for this week. So Wednesday's every bit as important as Tuesday. So Affection around 2:10. Arson, Pickpocket, Memory and Imagination will be a little bit behind everybody. They're going to stay at a mile and a half around 2:14, 2:15, 2:16, somewhere around there on Tuesday. They can train with mounts for all. There is 20 tactical mounts. Megan sent me a message. She goes, "You can say mounts for all every time. Every time. We're talking about tactical mounts." She was training the other day. Said, "There's mounts for all." So both tactical mounts and mounts for all will be training. Tactical mounts will go with the Arson, Pickpocket, Memory and Imagination crew. Arson, Pickpocket, Memory and Imagination, and tactical mounts. No, Brown Thing and Tooth Hanover. He's gonna go too. What? The border, about another 3 hours or 20 minutes. So Affection around 2:10-ish. Arson 2:14, 2:15, 2:16. I trained Blanton's Blue the other day in 2:3. He was very, very good. Last half of a minute, he'll qualify on Wednesday. Oh, I'll be able to go there. I'm not going to Meadows, so I can qualify Blanton's Blue. Good.
Who else was going to?
Jason, get him around, I think. It's not that tricky. Born to Dance 2:10 with this guy on Tuesday. I guess I got to go through all the horses. I jumped over somebody, did I? No. Blanton's Blue is going to qualify. Born to Dance did not know is training. This is the 3rd week of training for did not know. Dominion was in 25. I suspect now in 20. He'll be training down close also. This is a horse that could end up, Harry likes him. He can stay in Ontario or he can go to Kentucky. He can come to Ohio, Pennsylvania. We can do whatever we want with Dominion when he gets to the track. Don't talk about Bruno, Addie. Don't talk about Bruno. Trained good today, Dominic said. He was very happy with Don't Talk About Bruno, which means I was very happy with Don't Talk About Bruno. Drebin and Militant, 2:9 yesterday at Mohawk. He said both trained very, very good. Electric Line made a dirty break in his last start. Stacy wanted to tinker with his gear. I don't know if I would, but I have to defer to her on this. So his gear will be changed for this week. We'll see how he is. Flashfly, you said you wanted to go with her, right? Amy thinks she's lazy. See how lazy she is on Tuesday. I can assure you she's not lazy. So Flashfly will train around, as I said, around between 2:8 and 2:12. Those horses will go. I was thinking race bike, but I don't think I will. I think we'll just go on the jump cards. George of the Jungle, Dominic said 18 today, I believe, right? That's what he said. He said he's sound and he trained good. Very good. Music to my ears. Great Bet 2:23. I remember him saying that. He trained good. Green Tea will be going in that 2:10-ish mile on Tuesday. Gypsy Hill, same thing, 2:08 to 2:12 to 10-ish with Gypsy Hill. Holly in the Clouds, I thought raced great last night. Her last 100 yards were impressive. And I think just first over in that last turn just seems to put her to sleep a little bit. And maybe if James would get her way close and keep her covered up till late, maybe she'd have a pretty good kick. I don't know. I suspect we'll probably see next week. I'm Fancy Like will be at the same thing around 2:08, 2:10, 2:12, somewhere in there on Tuesday. Insider trading, again, same thing. I love how this filly trains. Jason, he can't stand her training with the snake cord and open bridle and hood. He can't stand it. I might make him go there on Tuesday also. International Spy, a break yesterday. Actually, Tim had messaged me a little while ago, said that he thought he had something left front coming out of his foot. So that would be interesting if he did. That would, I guess, negate everything I had said yesterday about having to make some wholesale equipment changes, maybe some shoeing changes. We'll see how this storyline plays out over the next couple of days. Irresistible Sun has been training great. He is going to be he's going to be training at 2:10 on Tuesday. James Arthur is not. He's just swimming right now, but he's back in, right? So he's swimming right now. James Arthur was ready to go in the fall, my father's horse, and ended up with a line in his foot and his ankle, which was a sesamoid and coffin bone. On the wing of the coffin bone, which isn't a big deal, that's all healed now. The sesamoid's probably healed also. We'll probably swim him for 3 weeks and then x-ray to see if we're clean and got a green light to start jogging him down. Jayport Beach Boy, 2:23, Dominic said today. He said all the horses in Ontario trained well. So 2:23 for Jayport Beach Boy. Lonely Lakewood, 2:10 on Tuesday. He'll be going. Lover's Play, I was so proud of her. Now, the fillies and mares didn't fill this week, so she's got to win with the Colts and Geldings. But, man, she looked so good the other day. Very, very impressed with Lover's Play. Mick Paisley has not started training yet, but I believe will over the next week or two. Mel Gibbs-Swan, you trained him the other day. How'd he go? Was he grabby?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a little grabby when I went with him, too.
He's hitting my foot, too.
Oh, he's one of the ones.
I gotta use a different job card.
Yeah, don't
train those guys.
Just don't train them in that black jog card. Use the other jog card.
Look at the deer.
Yep. 2 deer. 3 deer. Look at it, you missed them. 3 deers. You were too busy picking your nose. I was just teasing. Memory and Imagination. We'll go 2:14, 2:15, somewhere around there. The reason being, there's no need to have Memory and Imagination, Arson, definitely Tactical Balance, and who's the fourth one? Pickpocket, ready before May. It's just, there isn't, that's when the races are. First, I think like the 10th of May, somewhere around there. Arson, I believe, is the first week of May, maybe the 4th, 2nd, somewhere. 4th, I think. Pickpocket is New Jersey Sires around the 10th. So you don't really have to have them zinging tight for that. We're going to have them ready to go the last week of April. Qualified like the 20th of April. And if we can get a race into them, great. Second, I'd like their second start of the year to be that either stake race or I believe the All-Stars would be Arson. Pickpocket would be New Jersey Sires. Memory and Imagination is going to the Paul Bunyan. No, I don't call it Paul Bunyan. What's it called? No, I think Paul Revere is one of them. The Bunker Hill. I don't know where I got Paul Bunyan from. The Bunker Hill. The Bunker Hill is where I have Mel Gibbs-Swan and Memory and Imagination slated to go. And so it's Pickpocket, Memory and Imagination, Harrison. And yeah, last week of April, I need them
You're
in to go.
missing,
No, I haven't talked about Lonely
well,
Lakewood.
when you talk about that group, they're all the same.
No, Lonely Lakewood's going to be ready way before them. He's going to race in that stake race next week at the Meadow, next month at the Meadows, the 4-lagger. Or he can go to the Bobby Weiss, one or the other, or he can just go to Kentucky with Eric. So I'm looking to see who we're going to figure out, because Eric heads for Kentucky probably the first week of April, if not the last week of March. So we're going to figure that out. What horses are going there, who's going there, and how long. Oh Snap You raced pretty good the other night. She has got the 8-hole. No, one of them is also eligible, and one of them got the 8-hole. Neither of those storylines are very happy. Make me very happy. No Chance in Hill, Oh Snap You, No Chance in Hill. I forget which one it is. No Chance in Hill or Oh Snap You are in. The other one's not. And whatever one is in has got the 8-hole. So not very cool for the stable this week at Northfield Park. Paycheck Princess trained today in 2 minutes at Mohawk. Schooled in 2 minutes, and Dominic said she was very, very good. Pickpocket 214, 215 again. That's where he'll be going. Prince Charmo going 210 this week. Pull the Shoes. I was so impressed with this filly. She looked so good the other day. What a nice filly. She'll be that much better next week too. She is nowhere near her ceiling. I can tell you that right now. Might look like it is, but she's just not super tight. Punch the Clock was bred last week to Walner. We're waiting. I guess it was 14 to 21 days to do the pregnancy check. Is that right?
I think it's 14.
14, you might be right. So if it is, it'll be this week. She'll be checked, or next week. Fingers crossed for her. Purple People Eater will train at 210 this week. Ready for landing. I forgot to talk to Dominic about him. He should get another week, maybe in the field. Soon we'll see how that plays out for...
Still a video of him in the field.
Oh, he is in the field?
Well, like paddock side.
Oh, right. So he was going to wait till he healed up, he healed up in that area, and then give him a week in the field, I believe. Really don't care. It's got to be getting close. I think Harry was training her at 14 or 15 the other day. She's got to be getting close to going to Mohawk to school, I would imagine. Sedona Hill will go in 210. Sunset Acres girl's back in. You see her? She's on the backside of Cross Ties Day. She looks good. She came back in yesterday, I guess. We'll get her ready for June. Sweeney will go in 210 this week. Also, Time Is On My Side is getting very close to going. Really, really happy with Time Is On My Side, what he's accomplished this year already. Could have a big year ahead for this guy. I suspect we'll have a schooler or qualifier this week coming up for Vaquero Blue Chip and Victory Blue Chip. We'll see how that plays out. Watch Your Mouth. Watch Your Mouth is
They might have schooled
enormous.
today because they schooled last week.
Those two didn't. They trained at the track last week.
Well, they just
But you're right, they might be schooling today. I'm going to ask Harry if he did. Watch Your Mouth is enormous. He looks very, very good. The only bad news is John forgot to stake him. But anyway, it's not really the end of the world. As I said to John, he was upset about it. And I said, John, he's not a grassroots horse, and the prospect's not really that, not worth shedding a tear over. He can make as much and race for as much in the overnight, so who cares? That was Watch Your Mouth. Widespread Panic, Dominic said, trained absolutely phenomenal today. In Winterbells, back training. I didn't get an update in Winterbells, but I suspect she's been around 30, 40, somewhere around there. She's getting ready to go. So those are all your sophomores. You're going to get a real good look at them on Tuesday. We have, if my math serves me right and is correct, we have 68 horses. 68 horses to train on Tuesday.